is up, my Pika crew? This is the ThePikaWu, and welcome to another black and white Wi-Fi battle. This one's going to be an OU tier match against a guy called Bald Accountant from the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and this was a really interesting match. As you can see on my team, I'm using 6 RU Pokemon. This team is actually not created by me, but rather someone else on the Smogon RMT. It's a all-out Trick Room offensive RU team. I tested it out in RU and it worked really well, so I decided to test it out in OU. So here's the battle. I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm going to lead off with a Dusknoir because it is my Trick Room setter-upper, and I know I can deal with a lot of my opponent's potential leads with Dusknoir because it carries Earthquake and Shadow Punch. So I was expecting him to either lead off with the Aerodactyl or the Tentacruel. He leads off with the Aerodactyl, and it's a very predictable lead. It carries the Stealth Rock and the Taunt, so I'm thinking he's going to go for the Taunt first turn to try to shut down my Trick Room, because the Trick Room was very obvious, as on my team preview, it was revealed to him that I have 6 very slow Pokemon, and Dusknoir carries Trick Room. So here I was thinking he was going to go for the Taunt first turn, and then Stealth Rocks the second turn, and maybe pull off a Stone Edge just to deal some damage before he dies. So my goal here is just to 2-hit KO him with the Shadow Punch. However, he goes for the Stealth Rocks first turn, and then he goes for the Bite the second turn. So this means that he's probably not going to go for the Taunt, and I can set up the Trick Room for free, and then I can take him out with a Shadow Punch. He's going to bring in the Tentacruel now, most likely wanting to get Toxic Spikes early on into the game, which doesn't really work out for him because I carry the Life Orb Earthquake, and because Tentacruel doesn't really have the greatest physical defense, I can one-shot him. He's going to bring in the Cloyster now, which tells me one of two things. He's either a Focus Sachet or he has the Ice Shard. And it turns out he does have the Ice Shard, and I am just going to switch out to conserve my Dusknoir for later, maybe as Death Fodder. And I'm going to bring in my Mesprit to take it and try to take him out with the Thunderbolt. Seeing that he stayed in though, this makes me think that he has the Focus Sash, which is fine. Here I do get the lucky paralyzation, because if he did go for the right move, the smarter move, which is set up the Shell Smash here, then he would have been pretty much screwed. But luckily for me, he just went for the Icicle Spear, and luckily for him, he went for the Icicle Spear and not for the Shell Smash. And the reason why he should have went for the Shell Smash there is because the Trick Room is going to end during that turn, and then he'd be at +2 speed and +2 attack. But anyways, he gets the paralyzation. He is going to go ahead and just go for the Ice Shard just to deal some damage, and because I have Life Orb on me, it's going to be a double down and we're both going to die. So Trick Room is amazing because you can go extremely offensive and your opponent really can't do anything against it. As you can see, I took down pretty much 3 Pokemon and I only lost 1 or 2. So here, I am just going to set up my Stealth Rocks because I think it's more important than setting up Trick Room first. And the reason why is because he has the Dragonite on his team, and Dragonite has the multi-scale ability, and I want to break it because he might be able to live a super effective hit like an Outrage from my Druddigon or a Head Smash from an Aggron. But I don't really think he can live a Head Smash even with the multi-scale ability because it is choice banded, it's 150 base power, and it's coming from an Aggron. And Aggron's a monster. But anyways, he is going to flinch me to death. I don't get my Trick Room set up, but I do have another Trick Roomer, and that is my Slowking. I do get it on the first try. Here, I'm just going to fodder off my Dusknoir because he already set up the Stealth Rocks, so it's pretty much dead. And I can now get a safe switch into my Aggron, and I can just wreck his whole team with Head Smash. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Head Smash here, and it unfortunately misses due to its shaky 80% accuracy, and that's bad because I lose a turn of Trick Room, which is really necessary, because I was thinking I can take down all 3 of his Pokemon since I have 3 turns left in the Trick Room. Unfortunately for me, I wasted a turn, but he doesn't go for the 4x super effective Aura Sphere. He continuously goes for the Air Slash, which shows me that this Togekiss is most likely a Choice Scarf set, and that really helped me out because even though I missed, he really didn't do much with this Togekiss. So here he's going to stall out a turn with the Hitmonlee with the Fake Out. Really smart play on his part because now the Trick Room ends and he can take me out with either a Fighting type move or the Earthquake. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my Slowking to take one of the 2 hits. Turns out he goes for the Earthquake, and that does a lot of damage. So I am just going to fodder off my Aggron here because I really do need my Slowking at a high amount of health, because in order for me to win, I have to set up the Trick Room one more time, or else he's gonna destroy my whole team with this Hitmonlee. As you can see, I might have been able to live the Earthquake, but he had the Fighting Gem Close Combat, so if I stayed in with the Slowking, he would have been able to take me out, and then he would have been able to clean up my team with this Hitmonlee. So luckily for me, I did switch out. I knew he probably did have the fighting gem close combat because fake out, if he had the fake out with the unburdened ability and he didn't have the normal gem, then it makes sense that he would have the fighting gem on the fighting move. So luckily for me, I am going to be able to set up the trick room, and I am able to take him out with a Psyshock. So this is amazing because he has one Pokemon left, and I believe that is his Dragonite, and because his multi-scale is broken, I should be able to deal with it with my Slowking and with my Druddigon. So even if he tries to Roost Stall to try to get at full, I am going to take myself out with the Life Orb next turn, and because I still have the Trick Room up, I still have the Choice Banded Druddigon with the Outrage, so I should be able to take him out as long as he doesn't get the up to multi-scale, up to full HP. So I'm hoping the Psyshock does enough damage, and it's really scary because I don't know if he can roost up and get to full because he's at that point where he potentially might be able to. So let's see. He's going to heal up 50%, and then with the leftovers recovery, will he be able to be at full? Let's see. And no, he doesn't. So that means that he doesn't have the multi-scale ability activated, and I can take down his last Pokemon with a Choice Banded Outrage from the Druddigon. So Druddigon gonna clean up with this Outrage. This Dragonite's gonna get taken down, and it is gonna be the match. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It was really fun, really close at the end actually. Although I had like a really good head start, he really came back with the Hitmonlee, and that was really surprising because Hitmonlee did a ton of work in an OU battle. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you guys enjoyed the battle, feel free to leave a like, a comment, and a favorite. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, feel free to join the Pika crew by subscribing. So this is the ThePikaWu. Thank you for watching my battle, and peace out, guys.